Hey guys, so some of you have been requesting a studio tour, so we thought we would make a video and show you the Redbear and Ray J studio. So come and follow me. Welcome to our crib. So this is the main room that we use. Let's close it, keep the warmth in. So we've got our sofas. This is where Ryan would usually sit and go on his laptop and do some editing. And generally other people involved who we have helping out on the channel, along with Jake, obviously, who is a part of Redbear, and he will also edit and use this computer here along with me. So this is pretty much my main workstation. Over here we've just got a 24-inch monitor, we've got obviously the wireless mouse and keyboard, we've got some good decent speakers as well. These are Logitech, and by the way, before I carry on, we will be linking in the description all the items that we do actually use to make our videos basically. So right here is my studio electronics vocal microphone, and it also has the acoustic booth around it as well, and this is the X1. Now I do most of my narration on this, you know, when I'm doing my kind of computer tutorials. In the actual machine, this is a custom build that myself and Jake built. Now this has an i7 in it. It's running a really crummy graphics card though. It does have a GT 220 which is an Nvidia card, but it does have 16GB of RAM. It does have a 250GB SSD, and then plenty of hard drive storage to render all our videos onto. We've got our two heaters because this room is pretty cold as you can see there, and I thought I'd bring in some plants just to make it a little bit more homely. I do like my plants. And right here we've got a lovely little sign by Joe this way, and my Android Teddy to keep me motivated whilst I'm doing those tech videos. So yeah, as you can see as well, the view that we have is really quite nice, as Ryan is just showing you. It's pretty nice. We're pretty high up here as well. So yeah, that's our view. It does help, in my opinion, kind of being a bit more creative. I just like to be inspired, or just look out there, just have a little break whilst I'm back onto work. So obviously I do also edit and do filming at home, but now this is mainly my main workplace, and it also is with Redbear as well. So why don't I show you where we do most of our recording? Follow me. So this is basically where we do a lot of the filming and kind of professional audio when we're doing our videos, especially when it comes to vlogs or even kind of reviews or just kind of an overview of something. So you may have seen in some of my videos, NVIDIA GeForce Now, I am talking in front of the camera and there is a backdrop behind me. Now usually I have my green screen and I will bring that round to the back of me, and then we'll kind of edit it out and make some special effects go behind me. But for my Christmas introducing video, when I came back, I did indeed use this backdrop, and I did indeed use one of the sofas that you can see in here. Now on Redbear channel, we've shot plenty of videos with this backdrop using like the Huel videos, so check those videos out as well, they're really interesting, and other reviews that we've actually done on the channel. So let's show you what equipment we use here. These are the Viltrox LED light panels, and these are really great if you are just starting out, maybe you want to do vlogs or any kind of YouTube creating content, because they're very reasonable, very light, and they're LED, so they're really energy efficient. You can plug a DC in. You've also got an external battery. They do take the Sony batteries, which are quite common in a lot of their cameras, and they also can change kind of light, temperature, and also the power. So onto these lights. Ryan may need to give you a more explanation on them because I'm not too familiar with them. So do you want to take the camera?
Right, do I look sexy?
You look so sexy.
Okay, so like Ray J said, these lights are actually unbranded, I think. These are kind of like the first studio lights that we started using. They were pretty cheap. I think they were from China as well, and we never actually got the right bulbs for them, so we can't really control it light-wise without using like a fader or something like that. So that's quite annoying, but what we do have over in our little mess area, so if you want to follow me this way, way. Obviously you can see our blank idea board.
That's excellent, right? So many ideas have not gone on this board yet. I wonder if
one day. One day. Maybe we'll get some marker pens and we'll do something like that. We don't have any marker pens, but if anyone wants to give us some.
Yeah, send some marker pens our way.
So here's just a bit of tool area, which we'll probably get some sort of little cupboard for. But like I was taking you to, the reason why we're here is this is our mess area.
Yeah.
So
it's lovely, isn't it? It's like a junkyard.
There's a box here, if I can move all these bits, which you still can't even see because there's so much mess. If you want to come this way, we do have some. We actually have some ARRI lights in here. I think they're the ARRI 650 watt lights. I might be wrong there. So let me just dig them out. This is probably not how you want to treat professional camera gear. But yeah, these are some 650 ARRI lights. I've used these before when I was in university. They're actually pretty good. So we look at we're looking forward to using these. We've actually got better faders and other things to kind of control them. We've got some gels down here, more leads. So in the summer, my girlfriend Molly, she is going to be starting to do her art, and we're going to, well, she's already doing it, but we're going to be starting to produce stuff with her art. So here's a printing press for silkscreen printing. And then underneath there is some silk screens that we got custom made. There's kind of a few empty boxes here, some more light stands down there, black cover stuff that we wrap around the lights to block light. We've got a bag of goodies here.
Our sweet selection.
All from Poundland. It was pretty good.
Yes.
Spent like however much in there. Wasn't good. We thought we'd do some future videos, kind of like these old vintage lights once we get the right lighting fixtures for them.
Yeah, these will be really, really cool. If you can see, they've got some really sweet effects on them. So if we can have those behind us in the video, that would look really cool. And we have different versions. We've got some of the Jedi lightsaber ones.
They're really awesome.
Yeah, they're really sweet, and they're kind of like old school, aren't they? Like retro.
And energy grade on them is an E, so we're not going to use them all the time.
No.
It's just unenvironmentally friendly.
Yeah, we don't want that. Cheers, Poundland.
So thank you for that, Poundland. There's our failed attempt of blocking out the light from these windows.
Yeah, so we were using these, weren't we?
So there's a lot of black cardboard papery type of stuff with duct tape. We found that during the winter the kind of heat temperatures were just making them fall off. What else have we got? So if we come back over here, we have some clamps that are going to be going up into the ceiling, and what we'll do is we'll get the backdrop even higher up, which will be good, and we'll make it maybe about a foot wider eventually, just by clamping it up into the ceiling, we hope. Otherwise we're going to have to just buy some more. So what we've got over here is, we recently bought this. It's a 4-track Tascam. I think it does 4 tracks. I don't know how to get fully 4-track out of it because I can only work out how to do 3. But yeah, so this is Tascam 60D Mark II. I think it might be DR60D Mark II. So we'll put that in the description. We've got some other bits charging. We've got the Audio Technica. Not sure which ones these are. If you want to look in the description, these are really good. I use them for music production, and they have kind of served me really well throughout the past 3 years, maybe? Yeah, something like 3 years. So anyway, that is leading up into the Rode NTG2. And this is just a little shotgun mic because we've got some neighbours here who are like music producers and radio people. So sometimes we get a bit of a noise problem in this room. And kind of what we wanted was a shotgun mic to kind of control where we was hearing that noise from. So we've kind of moved it away from that wall to, which has a music producer in it. Can't remember his actual...
Sus, right?
Sus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his brand name. So he's producing music in there. Over in this direction we have Fractured Planet,
yeah,
which are the grime
kind of UK grime radio station.
So you'll be able to hear them probably on the internet quite soon. I think they're going to be streaming to Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah, we'll have the links for Sus as well as Fractured Planet below, I think, as well. May as well shout our boys out.
Yeah, you may not get them straight away because they might not have any kind of social media stuff up, but if you check at a later date in this video description, you'll probably see them, to be honest. So we've got the umbrella here just to bounce a bit, well, to diffuse a bit of light. Just giving a softer look because obviously you've noticed we've got a black backdrop. We'll probably change at some point to get a little bit more jazzy and seem more BuzzFeedy.
Yeah, jazz it up. BuzzFeed. Life goals, BuzzFeed.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, so little diffusing umbrella just makes the light softer on the faces. We have a reflector as well, set on silver for now, just to kind of control this light in the meanwhile, which it doesn't have a button to even turn it on, just plugs straight in, which is a bit, it doesn't matter. It's an alright studio light. It's a good key light, to be honest. But the only thing is it doesn't twist at the top, so so we've had to turn it upside down.
Yep.
The kind of like the modifications, what we're looking at doing in here is we're going to be running this little wireless router. Has Ethernet ports in it as well, so we can actually just get internet in here at a kind of better download rate and ping and whatnot. So we're running that up into the ceiling and into the room that actually has the
DSLR. Wait, no, not DSLR. DSL? DSL, yeah. DSL.
So we're running this into the room that has a DSL connection, which is the internet phone connection that you normally have. As these ones that we currently have here are inactive.
Yeah, they are inactive. Do you want to just show them again?
So right here, these are inactive, which are the current DSL connections for the internet and whatnot. These are probably actually for Ethernet, maybe.
Yeah, I think those are for Ethernet, and the ones here, we've got one. I think we've got one Ethernet. Oh no, that's not even. There's nothing in there. I think that is a phone line. Yeah, that one's a phone line, I think. That was meant to be an Ethernet, so yeah. Great stuff.
So we've got my tripod over here, which is the Benro. Oh, I couldn't tell you which the name of this one is, but it is a Benro tripod. We pop that in the description too. It's a pretty good tripod. Has some very good features. Very good price I got it for. Used there's an add-on for most kind of browsers called Honey, and basically it just searches through kind of discount codes and whatnot when you're in the checkout phase of any websites, pretty much, or the supported websites.
That's cool. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, so I saved like £50 on that tripod.
That's sweet. What?
So I got it cheaper than other people were getting it cheaper for.
That's great.
But yeah, so I mean, the other thing I guess, which we can really only talk about right now, is just we're going to obviously plan to completely try and soundproof this room to a degree. Not sure how that's going to work, but we're going to give it a go. And we're just going to maybe get a curtain here, just so we can block out some light. And that one too. Because as you can see, we still have an attempt of the black cardboard kind of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It does the trick, but it is a bit of a bodge for now.
Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, it's a bit of a mess still. But it's alright, I mean...
Yeah, we haven't had it for like too long, really.
Nah.
in terms of like working wise and whatnot. We've only really worked in here properly for the past 2 weeks now, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. We've been coming here quite often
Yeah, we try and make it a habit to come in every day to do work.
So yeah, I think that is pretty much the room. We've got other plans to get some artwork up on the walls. There's a few things like Joe's smile, say cheese.
Smile, guys! Remember to say cheese!
I think that's a tin.
I love cheese. No, it's not tin, that's on wood.
Oh, okay. There's a photo there you probably can't see.
That's really nice.
Of Jake.
Yeah, that's a nice photo.
And you know, there's some stuff behind here, but I can't whack that all behind without knocking everything over.
This is a mystery. You shall not know what is behind the backdrop. Shh.
But if you want to see the last attempt of our blocking out the light technique, you can come over here and see the lovely faces of Boyzone, which shine upon us every day.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for these dudes, we would not be motivated to make videos.
It's so true. They really just motivate us.
So if you're out there watching this video,
Ronan Keating and the other lads.
yeah, it's the one, Shane or Sean or something up there.
I think Shane sounds about right.
This dude with the eyeliner and this creepy guy.
the creepy guy and the guy with guy eyeliner.
Looks like he's going to cut someone's finger off at any moment.
They do, the boys in the back do look quite aggressive, don't they?
Oh yeah.
They just dropped out like of a drug cartel.
So if you wanna, if you wanna give us a thumbs up, Boyzone, give us a thumbs up and share that wherever. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much the room for now.
Yeah, for now. We've got lots of plans, haven't we, really? Like Ryan said, soundproofing, we really do need it, because even though he makes some great music, we get a lot of the bass and the feedback and the noise, and it does get unfortunately picked up on this one here, and even very quietly this one. Very quietly, so we do want to kind of soundproof it and just like jazz the room up, really, don't we?
Pretty much. Maybe black out the windows completely. We're not sure yet. We'd like a bit of a view, but to be honest, we also need to clean the windows up properly. It's a little bit scared too, because we don't know if they're going to stay together if we put pressure on them and whatnot.
Yeah, true.
So we've kind of just left them as it is for the moment until maybe a later date when it's kind of less of a priority to do other things.
Right. Should I give you the camera back? I'm going to then show you the stuff I use. Yeah. And then we can also show what you use on your Mac.
We'll just do what that guy did earlier.
What's that? Oh! Oh! My face! Bro! No!
Alright.
Right, so just one last thing as well. I do also have this little laptop down here. You're probably wondering what for. At the moment in time, absolutely nothing. However, I will be using this on my next GeForce related video for GeForce Now, when I do actually get the access key to use it, because this is pretty old school laptop. It's really not graphically amazing. It's got an Intel i5 in it, which is pretty good, but yeah, trust me, this is not really meant for gaming. I'll also be doing it on my MacBook as well, which is over there in my bag, and I do use that quite heavily on the go for editing, or you know, just keeping up on kind of social media. But for now, this is just pretty much staying here. The reason I've got it in is because I was just checking to see if it actually does work, and thank goodness it does work. So I'm going to now show you kind of how I may edit my videos, or the software that I use on the computer. So let's go over to the computer. Alright. So you can probably see as well, I do also have a graphics tablet, but again, in this moment in time, I don't really use it that much at all, even. But this is a Bamboo, a Wacom Bamboo. It's really, really great. I've used it in the past for kind of graphics design and just having fun drawing, because I used to love drawing when I was little. So I have that there just in case.
Oh, you forgot to mention our smoke machines.
Oh yeah, our cheap ass smoke machines. These are the Smock Alien 220.
So if anyone wants to donate us a smoke machine so we don't have to use these, then please do, because it'll give us a nice little atmosphere in the room.
It sure would. Chuck that over there. Alright, so currently I do have my channel up. So this is my channel, AJ. As you can see, I've just made some videos and whatnot. So why don't we have a look at Redbear whilst I'm at it. So this is Redbear, where Ryan, who you've just seen on the camera, and Jake control. And look at that, 165 subscribers. So if you guys don't mind helping out, please do give these guys a sub, maybe watch their content if it's for you. I'm sure you're going to find something on there you'll like, because they do some pretty sweet videos. And they're aiming for 1,000 subscribers, right?
Yeah.
So that's the challenge, because we really want to avoid the whole demonetization thing, and also the removal of end credits if you don't have 1,000 subscribers, or if you don't have 4,000 hours, I think, of watch time, which really sucks, especially for small content creators like ourselves. So yeah, please do help these guys out. You can see on my channel as well, they are featured as my bros. So yeah, drop them a sub. That'd be awesome. So apart from that, these are some of the programs that I use. So I'm currently about to edit a video which is for my FAT32. It's a new version of the old one that I did. And we pretty much always use Adobe Premiere. It's a favourite of mine. I did used to use Sony Vegas, and in the past, on my older videos, I did use Sony Vegas. The videos may not have been so great, if I'm honest, and I've pretty much jumped ship onto Adobe Premiere. And I also used After Effects to make my new intro. Regarding my outro, I used Photoshop, so I'm pretty much an Adobe guy now. I've used the whole suite, but in the past I'd made my intro and outro using Sony Vegas, and this is how it's kind of improved in kind of quality. And also I used a Canon S9 V, and now I use a G7, which is the Panasonic, and it shoots in 4K. This is the camera that we're currently using. It's a really great camera if you want to get into 4K, into filming, but at a budget, and you want to do some YouTube. And this is the camera that Redbear uses pretty much primarily all the time. This is your main camera, isn't it, Ryan?
It's my main camera, yeah. But we do also own the A7S Mark 1, and that is a great little camera for low light, which really is good most of the time, because we don't have a lot of light in most of our situations.
It's true. I mean, welcome to England, guys. It's dull as anything, really. It's why we're all so miserable. So we're just trying to bring you some happiness today. But yeah, this is a really great camera. This is basically the better version of the G7. I always say that the G7 is like the little younger brother of it, just because this one is actually weatherproofed. It feels more sturdy. There's some better features on there, better bit rate and whatnot. It's just kind of been downscaled for the G7, so it's not weatherproofed. It's kind of plasticky, but it is a great budget camera to start 4K and getting some great footage for YouTube. But I would love one of these, if I'm honest. I would love a GH5, or even the GH5S, I think, which is what's coming out very soon, right? Yeah, so that would be pretty sweet. So I'll pop that camera back there. Ryan, if you want to show some of the lenses that you have.
So this is probably a small selection of the lenses I do have at the moment. So currently on the camera you're looking at, been filming and whatnot, there is it is the Lumix 12 to 35 power OIS zoom lens, obviously, and it is the aperture of 2.8. Over here we've just got a little manual lens, which is, I will focus up. This is a Sigma 2.8 28mm lens, which, to be honest, doesn't get used a lot. This, just a standard kit lens you get with the GH4. It's okay. Picture quality can be a bit temperamental on that, to be honest. I use this lens quite a bit, actually. This is a Lumix G. This is the 25mm 1.7, and this is actually quite nice. Obviously with the GH4 you get the crop factor, and you know, it's annoying sometimes, especially when you want nice wide shots. But if you want to go for the nice normal lens shot, the interview type kind of thing, then you know, you go for that with a lens very similar to this, because the aperture is low enough to be nice, and it also is on the good range side of budget wise, and also to be honest, just good. It's electric, obviously, so if you're a autofocus kind of guy, then this is a lens for you. This made a mistake buying this lens, to be honest, because this is the Lumix, possibly also the Lumix G. Yeah, also the Lumix G. This is the 14mm 2.5, so it gets a little bit of extra light in it compared to the lens that I currently have on this camera. And the reason why I don't like this lens so much is because, I don't know, it's just, you know, it doesn't offer anything special compared to any of the other lenses. Some of the other lenses we have mostly are manual, but this just really doesn't add anything new. It's okay if you want to use a stabilizer or a gimbal or something like that, so you can have the weight strapped more into the camera and not have to worry about a little mount at the bottom. And you know, it's okay, but I've only ever filmed one thing with it on a gimbal so far. So far that wasn't a great idea. We'll have to make a future video about some of Jake and Jason's lenses, and they have quite a few fisheyes, to be honest, and very nice art lenses from the Sigma range.
Yeah, they do have some great lenses. So, back onto the computer. I am an Adobe man, and I do recommend using Adobe if it comes to like editing and kind of having the whole package really, because you can use Audition as well to clean up your audio. It does come at a price obviously, but it is pretty great. I can vouch for that. So in terms of other software that I use though, so when I get my screen recordings and I do my tutorials on the computer, I have a capture card by AVerMedia. Now it's not the best version, it's one of their first models that they made, the Live Gamer HD, but this basically allows me to record all of my screen at a low like size in render as well. So it's really simple. As you can see, I will just show you. Here we've got the video source. So as you can see, I'm moving this around and it's picking it straight up. Now when I'm at home, I do not use this anymore because I now have the Vegas 64, which allows me to record. But I thought this was a great addition to have it into the office because I'm going to mainly make all my tutorials when I'm here. I'm going to try and minimise the actual amount of time I make videos at home. Probably just going to do gaming videos and kind of just some simple stuff when I'm back there, and also live streaming, which is what I like to do on Twitch. So apart from the AVerMedia, how do I record my audio? Well, basically, first of all, if I'm doing a review and whatnot, I will tend to write a script. So let's just show you an example of a script I recently wrote. Sorry about that guys, we just had to cut there because there's a 30-minute limit on the G7. So let's go and show you what I do in terms of script and audio. So I'm just going to go find my script folder. So here's a late one I just did, which is the Anker Astro E1. As you can see, this is my script. So I basically film it all, I write up with a script, I maybe edit it a bit, see that it's appropriate, and that's the script pretty much done. So then what I'll do is I'll often record my audio and match the video to it, or in some cases when a tutorial happens, I will match the audio to the actual video and then edit it that way. So what program do I use when I'm recording via this? Well, I use a program called Audacity, it's free, and I simply just record straight into it. At the moment, I don't have it all set up because we do use the Tascam to record the audio from that to the Tascam and then into this USB interface that goes into the computer. But in general, Audacity is free, it's lightweight, and it's excellent to use for recording audio, and that's what I would always recommend. I use it at home as well on my Blue Yeti Pro, so it's definitely a recommendation from me. So once I've recorded that, I'll literally just chuck it straight into Adobe Premiere, and yeah, this is why I have such kind of I guess higher quality videos compared to previously in the past when I made videos, because I essentially put a lot of the money that had come from the channel, like support wise, into it, and I got myself like a new microphone, I got the Adobe suite, and I got other features just to kind of help boost the production level and quality for you guys. So that's my end done really. So I hope you enjoyed this video of our studio tour for Redbear and Array J, and now it's best that you leave, I think, MTV style. Feel free to check this video out on my channel, Array J, and on Redbear's channel, which is on Redbear. So I'll see you guys later, have a great day, I'm going to go back to work